What up, though? It's your boy Meech, aka the Siage Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance video, and today we are going to talk about 10 of the best fragrances that I have in my collection that at the time of this recording you can get for $30 or less. You don't have to break the bank to smell good. Trust me, I know. Some of the most complimented fragrances in my collection are some of the most affordable fragrances in my collection. So I got 10 and one honorable mention that at the time of this recording, August 14th, 2024, you can find on a variety of fragrance discounters, Amazon, for $30 or less before taxes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting first with the honorable mention, this is a Barbershop Fougere fragrance that comes in 50 ml. I haven't seen any larger bottle sizes of this, but I know for a fact on fragrancenet.com this comes in at around the $25 price point. We're talking about L'Insoumis by Lalique, and again, this is a Fougere style of fragrance. If you're not familiar with what a barbershop Fougere is, think about how you smell after you get a haircut, after they put all the stuff on your head and various things after you leave the barbershop. It kind of gives you that type of smell. It's very aromatic, very woody. This is a nice smelling fragrance. I don't know if Lalique is a niche house or not. If you know, throw that in the comment section. But this smells better than $25 for sure. It's a nice fragrance. Just wanted to mention this because I think it's a great affordable option for the more mature man, businessman. It kind of gives you that classy type of vibe. L'Insoumis by Lalique. All right, let's go ahead and get into the 10. Starting first with an interpretation of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. This is a fantastic fragrance. It is very close to Tobacco Vanille. I can't tell the difference. We're talking about Charuto Tobacco Vanille by Pandora Scents, which is essentially Paris Corner. This smells very good. It's pretty much just tobacco and vanilla. I get like a dry fruit accord. I don't know if it's actually there, but this is a tobacco vanilla scent. Not much to this fragrance. You know, cold weather banger. You know, maybe a bit more mature if you don't rock with tobacco fragrances, but it smells nice. This is one I'll wear definitely when it gets colder, and it is indeed very affordable. Charuto Tobacco Vanille by Paris Scents. All right, I'm sorry, Pandora Scents, Paris Corner. Next up, we have a fragrance that is an interpretation of Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. Many people think this smells and performs better. We're talking about AFNAN 9 p.m. This mug, from a performance standpoint, it smells good. Don't get me wrong. But from a performance standpoint, pushes. This lasts for a long time. It projects heavy. You get that apple. You get the vanilla. There's a lavender accord in here as well. This is a nice smelling fragrance. It smells pretty close to Ultra Male. I think Ultra Male uses pear. This uses apple to kind of give you that similar fruity type of accord. Nice smelling fragrance. Of course, under 30 bucks. AFNAN 9 p.m. Next up is a fragrance that, if this fragrance had any type of longevity, it would be a top 10 fragrance in my collection because I absolutely love the way this smells. We're talking about Choo Man Ice. This is such an uplifting, feel-good type of fragrance. Every time I wear this fragrance, I just feel good. It just makes you feel good. I just wore it Monday of this week at the time of this recording. It's lemon, it's woods, it's musky. That's pretty much it. It's like lemonade. People say ice cold lemonade in a bottle. It gives you that vibe for sure. Just a very uplifting summertime fragrance. Does not last long at all. So spray away Choo Man Ice. Next up, a timeless classic, y'all. I recently added this fragrance back to my collection because before I started collecting fragrances, this was one of my signature scents. I absolutely love this fragrance, and you can find bottles for under $30. We're talking about Burberry Touch for Men. I love this fragrance. I'm so glad I bought it again. You get this peppery, powdery, violet leaf vibe goodness. This is a versatile, everyday signature scent type of fragrance that still stands the test of time today. It's timeless to me. Love the way this smells. Burberry Touch. Next up, a fragrance that I purchased at Burlington for $20. You can also find this online for under $30 as well. A great springtime warm weather fragrance. We're talking about 78 Vintage Green by Banana Republic. This fragrance is essentially a poor man's Oolong Cha by Nishane, which costs like 10 times what this fragrance costs. But it's a tea-based fragrance. You get a fig accord in here. This is just watery, light, easy to wear, very soothing, relaxing fragrance. I love wearing this fragrance, particularly in the warm weather months. It's fantastic. 78 Vintage Green by Banana Republic. All right, the next fragrance we're going to talk about is arguably the best rack store purchase that I have made in 2024. It is CK Awe by Calvin Klein. This is a beautiful fragrance. It smells like springtime to me. It's citric, it's floral. It's definitely a unisex fragrance. I think it kind of goes right down the middle. Not too feminine, not really masculine at all either, but not too much where a man can't wear it. And I love wearing it. You get this creamy, kind of fancy lotion type of accord or smell to my nose, but it's beautiful fragrance, man. And I got it for like $20. It's around that price online, if not cheaper. CK Awe by Calvin Klein. The next fragrance we're going to talk about, I've heard Ross from TLTG Reviews describe this fragrance as spicy Versace Eros, and that is a great descriptor for Guess 1981 Los Angeles. It does smell like Versace Eros, just with some spices. There's pepper in here. There's cardamom, I think, as well. There's definitely that mint accord that you get from a fragrance like Versace Eros. This is cheaper than Eros, although Eros, the EDT, isn't uber expensive these days. But this smells really nice. It's a compliment getter as well. Usually wear this in the colder weather months, particularly in the evening time. It does well for me in those occasions. Guess 1981 Los Angeles. Next up, let's talk about a blue fragrance. Essentially, this is Dior Sauvage with leather and vanilla. We are talking about Coach Platinum. I like this fragrance. I have a Bleu de Chanel Parfum. That is my favorite blue fragrance. This might be my second favorite blue fragrance in my collection. I don't have a ton of blues. Maybe I don't even think I have a handful, a few. But I really like this fragrance a lot. It does smell like Dior Sauvage a bit, but you do get the leather and vanilla nuances on your skin, or at least I do. And it's very affordable. It smells very nice, not as obnoxious as, say, Dior Sauvage EDT with that ambroxan. Smells very nice, Coach Platinum. Next up is a summertime banger. This is a recent add to my collection. I just talked about this fragrance in a fragrance rotation video, and I had to put this on the list because it smells fantastic. John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Man, I said this fragrance doesn't do anything special. It just smells beautiful. It's citric, it's aromatic, it's fresh, spicy. I think it's somewhat woody, but I get like this soapy, fresh cleanliness to it, muskiness to this fragrance. It just smells so good. A versatile fragrance that you can wear every day, probably any time, but shines bright definitely in the warmer weather months. John Varvatos Artisan Pure. And last but not least, maybe the best fragrance that you can buy today under $30, in my humble opinion. It is a fragrance that is often compared to YSL Tuxedo. I absolutely love this fragrance. Rocus Mustache Eau de Parfum. Man, listen. It's vanillic. There's no boozy accords listed, but it kind of smells a bit boozy to me. But you get this vanilla, spicy accord. There's some pink pepper in here. Benzoin. There's a rose accord in here that gives us a nice touch. This is a beautiful fragrance. One of my date night, evening out staples, particularly in the fall, winter, and spring. I absolutely love this fragrance. I cannot believe this is actually, under $30 because it smells of high quality designer to my nose. I love this fragrance. It is great. Rocus Mustache Eau de Parfum. Well, there you have it, guys. 10 fragrances and one honorable mention. All of these fragrances come in at a price tag of $30 or less before tax and depending on bottle size. What are some of your favorite fragrances in your collection that you can get for under $30? Feel free to throw those in the comment section. I love to hear about them. Be sure to check out my social media for more. Please like and subscribe on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. That would be greatly appreciated. Once again, it's your boy Meech, aka the CI Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.